thought I'd record it from this side round. So what are we? 8th of July, 7th of July, 7th of July on the meadow. So there's less wildflowers here on this end. There's been more, and there still is some down there. We can see it with the sunlight. Some cornflowers, oxeye daisy still hanging on, some chamomile, bit of corncockle. Here the grasses more dominant, but that looks good. I think I'm quite happy with this. This path looks great, going through the gap with the apples there. That's the quince planted, and the big bramley behind it. So I'm really liking this, the path snaking through the grass here. There's the odd few thistles there, they'll have to come out before the flower, so it does take a little bit of tinkering and managing. There's a bit of nettle that came up there. I think that came up when we were sort of making the pond, really, as we moved some soil about and maybe moved some from the compost, but that will get fed up of being sived off. And if we take away all the cuttings and don't let it rot down, then it'll reduce the nutrients in the soil, which they like docks and nettles really thrive on. So that'll get rid of those, hopefully. It's just a slow process over time. The pond's looking pretty good. We get a bit of blanket weed on and off. I have to manage that. The marginal plants are not growing quite as fast as we'd like to cover the gap, but it is what it is. I think it's just patience with most things. Now we've got the bees up at the top. So got hold of a swarm, and they're in the top box there. Hopefully you can see them going in and out. Sorry, in the top bar. Hopefully you can see them going out there. And then the other one's in the national at the other side. So they've only been in there a week or so, so let's hope they're doing alright. They're pretty active, which is good. But yeah, we've had to sort of cut a little bit of grass at the side to stop it spilling over into the path, but there's just something about a clean cut path against the softness of all the grass and the meadow that just works really well. It's a bit drier down this side, so the path doesn't come out and is as noticeable as it is on this part, I think, where it's greener and you get that lushness. So when you walk back that way and the just path appears, which is perfect. I mean, you can't see the pond until about now, which works really well, and you can't see these paths either where they're going. Just the path just emerges, which is really, really great on the eye and for a journey. In fact, look, you can't see the path going that way yet. It's only when you start to walk around do you see the path emerging in front of you and taking you through. So I'm really happy with it so far. Obviously quite like a few more flowers in there and that, but that'll come over time. We've got some bird's foot trefoil, which is the first time we've had that in there, and it's just a mix of the flowers and the grass, which is important. If there's too many flowers, I think it'll look not quite right, and it'll be over too quick, I think, because they don't last very long. But the yellow rattle is starting to spread further up, so we need to keep an eye on that, because there's a little patch there. We don't want it dominating too much, but we do want it to sort of reduce the grass a little bit to get some more flowers in. It's all a balancing act, but we've had so many moths, butterflies, insects you don't see, and then the bats come out in the night for the moths. It's just great. It just shows you what can happen when you leave the grass. And plus the maintenance, alright, it's going to take one good cut a year. I'm going to have to scythe it, which is going to take a while, to be fair, but I mean, it's only once a year, and it's well worth it.